Had a couple instances tonight where we just missed on that communication, and they were able to get a little pressure on the quarterback.
Doug, what was your message to the guys in the locker room just now?
Just told them I was proud of them for the season that we put together. Nobody expected us, the Jaguars, to be in this football game from the beginning of the season to today, and I just told them how proud I was of them for how they hung together all season long, how they battled, fought through a ton of adversity, and just proud of the way they kept battling all season to get to this spot and really battling this game to come down to the, an onside kick to potentially, seeing what happens, right? And told them we were going to learn from this, we're going to grow from this, and our expectation is to be in these games every year. I mean, that's that's our expectation, and this was a good first year for all of us.
Doug, what do you see from Trevor being able to bounce back, obviously, from the interception at the end of the game there?
As far as like moving on,
yeah, just
like in the off season,
in terms of him bouncing back, able to drive the ball down for you guys to be able to kick.
Oh yeah, I mean, listen, he's learned. I mean, he's learning how to just put those plays behind him. Again, it was, we had some protection issues there and tried to get the quick ball up to Zay, and guy made a heck of a play. We had him, but guy made a great interception there, and but he was able to shake it and come back from it. Got the 3 points later and put us in a position.
Doug, what can you say to your team afterwards to obviously the disappointment of this being, 15, 20 minutes ago is going to be the prevailing feeling, but did you in any way try to convey to them to remember what was done over the course of this season, in the off season, instead of dwelling on this last loss for too long?
Yeah, I mean, it's not about, obviously, yeah, we're all hurting because of the loss, but we're all hurting too because this is the final game of this year, and that's the hard thing. But like I told the guys, I mean, these are the games that we're going to learn from, and we're going to be better because of. And I told them, I said just plan on every year. Let's being in these meaningful games at the end of the season. We want to be one of the 4, 5, 6 teams in the AFC every year, and our guys believe that. And we still got work to do, obviously, but it's also time to heal and to get away and get rejuvenated again.
Doug, did you get a sense from the guys in there that there's not anger, but sort of like what you're talking about, that there's more conviction about that than they are disappointed in today? Like they feel.
Well, I mean, they're disappointed. I mean, they're disappointed. With this game, felt like we had an opportunity to at least tie the football game. They're late in the game, but I think they understand how good they can be. Some of the same ugly mistakes that showed up in this game were the things that showed up early in the season. And those are the things that we have to eliminate. Those are the things we have to, move on from. In order to win against great football teams like the Chiefs are, you can't make those mistakes. And so I think they're disappointed from that more than anything, and just coming up a little short.
You feel like you're close, right?
I mean, I feel like we're close. I mean, obviously we got the right leader in Trevor. I feel really good about him. Obviously, what he's done, how he's played this season, and it's just it's a matter of with the youth of the team. Now these guys played a lot of football, and they're going to learn from the good and the bad, and it's something to really, I think, lean on as we head into the off season. And as we approach the off-season program, in a couple of months, and which is kind of crazy to say, but we're going to learn. I'm excited for the future of Jacksonville, and working with Trent, getting the right players in here, whether it's free agency, whether it's the draft, and continuing to build our roster.
On the 98-yard touchdown that Henny directed, were you disappointed that maybe didn't become a 3-and-out where maybe you guys can get the ball in midfield and scoring opportunity there, and what is?
Yeah, I mean that was obviously a turning point or a momentum switch in the game. We had them at the 2-yard line and kind of let them off the hook a little bit. But again, those are opportunities there where we need to be better. We need to play better, coach better in those situations to try to get off the field at some point. But credit them. They executed well and ended up with a touchdown.
What did you see on the play when Mahomes got hurt, and how would it have changed your strategy had he not been able to come back?
I didn't see, other than him being tackled from behind, I didn't really see the whole play. I'm sure he got something rolled. One of the players probably rolled up on the back of his legs, on that. But listen, hats off to him for gutting it out there in the second half and sticking with it and playing hurt. That's just a sign of a true leader and a winner, and that's what he is.
How many of those plays do you just chalk up to Mahomes? It felt like there was a lot of pressure, but you just able to make something happen.
That's what he does, right? He eludes the pressure. He can step up, and he's got great vision down the field, and he finds those guys, and we talk about it all the time. You get opportunities to sack him or tackle him, you got to try to do the best you can to get him on the ground. And it's obviously easier said than done.
Kelsey's a great player, but what's the disappointment level with him having 14 catches, and what did you see in terms of trying to cover him today?
Yeah, and a lot of them were short, intermediate type catches. Some of them were off of scrambles. That's going to happen, but he's a great player. He's a big target for Pat and for Patrick, and really, you obviously got to know where he's at, right? When he lines up in the formation, and we got to do a better job moving forward. Those are all things we can learn from.
Other than the 98-yard drive, which is a 39-yard run by Ketchup, did you feel like your defense did enough to give you a chance to win this game?
They gave us some opportunities. There were some unwarranted penalties in there too, right? That kept them on the field that we got to eliminate. There was a roughing the passer, and I think we jumped off sides one time, and there's just things that showed up that we've got to try to eliminate. But I thought overall the defense did a nice job of really kind of keeping things down. Second half especially, forcing them to punt the football and get the offense back on the field. And football games are all about, playing complementary football, and we can learn from it and do a little bit better.
As a follow-up, you guys didn't get any takeaways today. Your best chance might have been a Lewickin on the missing interceptions. Do you feel like that was something that you guys needed to get one or two of those?
Yeah, no.
-2.
Yeah, listen, you try the best you can to try to create some turnovers or some takeaways. There were a couple chances, in this game, to get some hands on these footballs, and it would have been nice to have gotten at least one of those.
I know you've praised Trevor quite a bit, but when you talk about the confidence and expectations for the future, how much is rooted in having him in place?
I think it's everything. I've said this before that, the success of your football team lies with your quarterback. And, you got to get that piece and that player right. And I feel personally that in Jacksonville we got that person right. And he's just going to get better. He's going to get better. He's going to learn from this. He's going to grow with the receivers, tight ends, the backs, because they're all young. They're all, potentially, they're all going to be there and keep working. So we're just going to continue to get better and grow as a team.
Okay, Coach, thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Yep.